All right, Finding Justice and Reconciliation After the Rwandan Genocide, Paper 5, Paper 1, excuse me, Topic 5, Conflict and Intervention. Now, when talking about the Rwandan Genocide and Justice and Reconciliation, you have to understand that there are very few options on how to actually move forward. Again, trying to figure out what to do at this point. They're also trying to combat and come to terms with all the social issues that have now arisen as a result of this genocide. What are the options moving forward? Now, number one, Rwanda lacked a large judicial system. They simply did not have the individuals needed to prosecute a large number of individuals. They only had so many judges. They only had so many attorneys. They only had so many jail cells that were actually available. So it was physically impossible to try everyone and to put everyone through legal proceedings. So some individuals were not actually prosecuted for their actions during the genocide, which again is going to cause some tensions. If you're living next to someone you know killed members of your own family and got away with it, that's going to be a hard thing for you to try to kind of reconcile. And it's one of those struggles that Rwanda really has dealt with, and to a large extent still is dealing with today. And the other thing they had to consider is a fear of retribution. Once the RPF does come back in and really ends the genocide, there was a large number of individuals who were Hutu who were fleeing Rwanda because they did not feel like it was safe for them to be there. Paul Kagame has this instance talking about him, and kind of some of the criticisms of Kagame is that some of this happened and he didn't stop it from happening. Wasn't necessarily directly at his like order, but there were instances of revenge killings and retribution happening. The other fear they have right here is if you prosecute all the Tutsi who took part in this, or all the Hutu who took part in this, you might kind of have a shift again back and forth. And it's just this pendulum shifting back and forth between Hutu extremist, Tutsi extremist, Hutu extremist, Tutsi extremist, and really trying to find a balance of, yeah, this sucks, to put a dramatic overstatement, or understatement, excuse me, but we have to kind of find a way to move forward. So this really was the struggle and still is the struggle in Rwanda. How do you find justice for the horrible things that happened, and how do we move forward from this? How do we avoid a fear of retribution? How do we make sure that the buck stops here and that this kind of instance does not happen again? We can go into some more detail on that by looking into some of the reading of what happens now. How does Rwanda move forward? Any comments or questions, please put them below to let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Good luck.